What's up, Taurus? TT here to do the Taurus show. If y'all are new, welcome to our love nest over here on Talk Taurus Tarot. If you're returning, welcome back, you guys. So, before we get into this reading, I got something to share with you guys. Yes, we are back with Rose Forever. So, I'm going to give you guys a second to come on in, get comfortable. Happy Friday. Happy Venusian Day. I hope you guys have the best weekend ever. We're going to be taking a look during this show at what is coming towards you in love, what's coming towards you as far as career, money, and to check in with who your divine counterpart is, the energy that they're embodying, and what their next actions will be towards you. But like always, we're going to tap into your current energy and just get the vibe and see how y'all feeling. Shout out to all of y'all in the comment section. Okay, I got some goodies for y'all today. We got something to talk about. What's up, then? Wait, was that Daisy? Hi, Daisy. Hi, Natalie's. Hi, everybody. What's wrong, Baba? Okay, give me a second. Camilla gonna help you. We have a little visitor.
Funny.
What was I saying? Yeah, we have a little visitor. So we're gonna let him get what he need, cause I've already tapped into the energy just a little bit, and I really want to explain this accurately. So let me make sure all the distractions are gone, so I can really zone in on the energy. So y'all just give me 1 second. I'm gonna mute it right quick. Okay, we back. All right, so I have something to share with you guys. I got some goodies to share with you. Especially for all my singles. Okay, for those of you that are working on yourselves, clearing out some energy and things like that. I always share with you guys how I personally use my Rose Forever. So I will share that with you, but Rose Forever came through for us this time, you guys. Usually we get 20% off, but in celebration for Black Friday, they are offering $40 off for that particular day. Even outside of Black Friday, you'll be able to take advantage of $30 off during the time in which the code is active. All of those links are down below, but yeah, this one is the white roses that I chose this time. If any of you guys know me, I love the color red. But this time, I don't know, I felt guided to just switch it up a little bit. All right, so let me tell y'all a little bit about Rose Forever, because not everybody is familiar with it. And we'll get into the code and what those things are in just a second. All right, so if you're not familiar with Rose Forever, they are a New York based brand that was launched back in 2019. They design luxurious rose boxes using natural roses preserved through a natural pigmentation process that keeps the roses rich, allergen free, and vibrant. So one thing I can definitely say about their company is my reds, they still red, and I've had them for over a year. So I have like 3 different types. I have a suede, velvet, and then I have a heart. I don't know if you guys ever saw it in the video, but there was like a red 36, I think I had 36 roses of red roses in a crystal heart shape case. So this particular one that you guys are looking at is their crystal collection. All right. And yeah, it's just beautiful. The details. Me personally, I love red, but I'm tapping into my soft era. I'm tapping into my soft era, and I'm going through a transition. And I'm stretching my container. Okay. We're going from a heart shaped to a bigger size. Okay. And if the shoe fits, I'm about to wear it. So bigger house, bigger life, bigger and better everything. And that's why I chose this box. So I always choose a collection based off of where I personally am on my spiritual journey and what actually speaks to me on an emotional level, because roses represents love, it represents beauty. It's just love and romance in general for me. So in this season, okay, I went with white. All right. I don't want no stress. I don't want no drama. I want something smooth, easy, clear skies. All right. So this is the Rose Forever. And like I always do it, like I told you guys last time, I add my own fragrances and I use it as a way to remind myself every single day that I'm not stuck. Okay. No matter the circumstances. It's an energy boost. It's an energy shift. And that's how I use my Rose Forever. All right. You guys can put goodies on it as far as like letters, if you're into scrying and manifestation. One thing that's cool about their company is I like to put my candles at the bottom, my heart shape. I put it on the vanity, and I just use it as a pick-me-up, okay? This particular one is going to be used for my cards. They hold a very special place in my heart. Yeah, my cards, girl. And my candles. I like my candles. But anywho, that's what I'm going to do with my roses. But if you would like to take advantage and spoil yourself, the link will be down below. Again, it's going to be $40 off for Black Friday, $30 off for even after Black Friday is gone. The Taurus link is, I think it's Taurus 40 for Black Friday, and then it's Taurus 30 after that. All right. What else can I tell you? Oh, they got blue, black. They have violet, pink. You can get it in suede, velvet, like I was saying. But they really do last. They really do last. Like, if it was not gonna last, I would not keep it on around my room all day long or all throughout my house. So I just wanted to share that with you. They were kind enough to bless us with a discount, and yeah, so I decided to share it with you guys. So let's get into your current energy, Taurus. Okay, this is what I got. Taurus, this is what I got for you. Your current energy is work, 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 work. You see me have to work, work, work. Taurus, you working, you focus. Some of y'all are getting off work, which is to be expected, but you're determined, you have your eyes set on something, you are tending to a particular goal. Some of you guys, this is about making a very, very, very abundant, positive, like this is just positive energy, which is letting me know that all y'all good vibes that y'all be putting out there into the ethers lately and things like that, it's working. This is a confirmation that your good energy is picking up and the universe is responding to your good vibes. Blessings are coming towards you. Fun is coming towards you. Your optimism is bringing forth great blessings and manifestations towards you. I was actually surprised to see this, Taurus, because I don't know if y'all knew, but it's been different. The energy, it fluctuates. And I feel like that's kind of Taurus energy in general. Y'all have good days and bad days, but for the most part, when things take a long time, y'all sometimes need a pick-me-up. And I feel like the universe is about to pick your ass up after you have been free-falling for a long, long time. So the universe is also saying, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Because there's something about this energy, Taurus, where whatever is about to come towards you, you don't want to procrastinate on this. That's all I could tell you. You don't want to procrastinate on endings. You don't want to procrastinate on trying to bring people with you. You want new friends. You want new social circles. You want new vibes, new memories. And this coming, like, I'm seeing great relationships, kindred spirits, people that you could vibe with coming towards you. Okay, let's get your current energy. I'm telling you, it's in your rituals. It's in your self-care practices. It's in how you speak to yourself in the mirror. It's in how you go to sleep. Something that you're doing before you go to sleep could be praying before you go to bed more. Waking up and praying some more. It's working. Do not stop cultivating that energy. Look at the bottom of the deck. It says stop. So when the world is telling you to stop, when all of your responsibilities and how many things you got going on is telling you to stop, Spirit is saying, don't let your foot off that gas. Don't you let your foot off that gas, because this is a confirmation to you that anything that's coming to block you or may convince you that you don't have enough arms to facilitate whatever it is that you're about to receive, or you don't have enough talent to do whatever it is that you're about to do, or you don't have the experience, I don't know. What is that thing called? Yeah, something could be playing on your insecurities, trying to convince you that you tired, trying to convince you that you can't do it. And this is why Spirit is bringing in reinforcement, and it's coming on a collective level where you're going to see how your prayers are being answered. And it's like, lift me up, hold me down, keep me safe and sound. Yeah, that's the energy that I'm picking up. Like, you're getting reinforcement, vitality. Your prayers are being answered. Your dedication is being responded to. The vibes is giving. It's giving, Taurus. In a minute, you about to make history for some of you guys. You're going to have people coming towards you, apologizing. It's a lot. Yeah, and these are people that bullied you. Fake friends, fake family, fake whatever. Blase. It don't even matter. And I feel like you are going to... Oh. You reach some type of cap or some type of ceiling. They channeled a reading like this before. A couple of months ago. Where Spirit was explaining why you have to leave certain clusters of soul tribes or groups of people that you once learned with, and why you can't take them with you, or why you can't over empathize or sympathize with people to the point where you try to put them on and they're not ready to receive that. They're gonna drag you down like a backpack. They're gonna grab you by your collar and make you holler. And this is why Spirit is saying, remember. They want you to use this opportunity to remember how much harder it was trying to motivate other people to be more patient and believe in you and speak life into you. It was hard for them to do it because they were never meant to receive you. You were going to have to venture outside of that comfort zone, outside of the familiarities, the kindred spirits, and go on a journey of attracting your new tribe, your new kindred spirits. Because if you continue to change, but you remain in the same environments, people, places, and things, all that's going to happen is the people are going to start feeling like they can't do what you can do. And now you're exposed. People are aware that you possess this type of ability, this spirit, this power that reside inside of you that is resilient. Okay. Profession is resilient. Some people got it and some people don't. But I feel like what Spirit is saying, you're tapping into your soul. You're tapping into your soul. You're tapping into your Akashic. And when it comes to different talent, skills, and stuff that you have, you can't be stopped. Because when you tap into that, you remember things. Your body remembers doing things in other lifetimes that you don't necessarily you never went to school for, or you don't remember doing in this lifetime. So this whole entire season has been about you trusting the advice, you trusting the guidance, you trusting your spiritual team. Even when it looks as if people are trying to make you convince, using magic, trying to make you convince you that you are doing something wrong. I'm also seeing that energy. A lot of you guys were treated like you were doing something wrong and coming out of the closet or coming out of the cabinets, okay? Some of y'all could cook y'all ass off, but you know, people be acting funny. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. You guys was showing the world who you are, and the more you showed the world who you are, the more they wanted to stop you. And it's because Spirit told you before you start trying to do all that to go where you need to go. Some of y'all, you didn't want to move. You didn't want to relocate. You couldn't. Some of y'all, you couldn't. All right. I see that as well. Some of y'all had made commitments where you couldn't move around, make shit shake. But now you're being more intentional with your word, right? So any agreement that you agree with, that you choose to do, if it don't make you feel good, if it doesn't vibe at the frequency that you're on, you're stopping it from coming in yourself. So now you're going from, I'm seeing this transition of needing like karmic people and family members and friends to trigger you to get you going. You're shifting out of needing other people to automatic. It's like you're going from an automatic car into a stick shift. I said shit stiff. Into a stick shift, okay? And now you know how to shift your gears yourself. So when you know you need some momentum, you know how to, run faster in your own lane. You know how to get energy moving. And this is what Spirit was trying to teach you right before you entered this next dimension, was how to start your own engines. How to rev up your own engines. Because once you master how to rev up your own engine, you no longer need outside people or forces as the source to get you going. That's what it was really about. I feel like Spirit needed you to light yourself up. Light yourself up without needing it. And it's not something that I even feel like you've mastered yet. But you have had enough experience to know what it feels like. So this way you don't sabotage yourself. I feel like that's what was creating a delay for a lot of you. You're shifting from using pain. A rose in Harlem grew out the concrete. Yeah, it ain't sweet. It really, really, really. Them be the ones. Yeah, the ones you're loyal to. It be the ones. Yeah, so that song is significant. You've been switching from using your pain as a source of manifestation into just love, okay? Just the vibration of love, just the vibration of happiness and joy. And it starts off feeling unfamiliar at first. And I'm saying that from experience. I know that. It starts off feeling unfamiliar. It starts off feeling like you're being fake. It starts off feeling like you're being somebody that you're not. And that's because an old part of you is dying. An old story that you once resonated with is dying. And as that's dying, you're going to mourn it. You're going to mourn that version of yourself. And a part of that transition, some of you guys may have changed your hair color, you may have cut your hair, you may have done a drastic body change. There was something that you did to yourself to really consummate and initiate this spiritual death that you were performing on yourself time and time and time again. It's at a rapid rate. It's like you stopped asking for justice and you started to give yourself peace. And in turn, giving yourself peace automatically brought your justice. You started to stop waiting for someone to save you, and you started to salvage yourself, resurrect yourself. You perform a resurrection. You out here like Passion of the Christ. Y'all ascending to a higher level of consciousness. Y'all are ascending to a higher level of love. All right. We need a higher love. Oh. And it's going to start off feeling weird. You know what I'm saying? But that's because ain't nobody was able to teach you what that looked like. The only person that was able to show you that, and they botched the Bible up and turned it into Shakespeare. Anyway, the only reference that you had was Christ, right? The only pilgrimage that you could refer to was Christ. However, they left out a lot of parts about the transition modes that Christ had to walk or go through in order to bring about new levels of that ascension. And I feel like you've had to go on this journey to put the pieces together again, to put the fragments. You had to go back and Frankenstein yourself because you came here dead, right? And then you had to go and turn your light bulb back on. But ain't nobody told you how to access a source of energy that's infinite. So yeah, you had to go through being scattered all over the place and feeling like you're not yourself and you're a compilation of a lot of people. So you had to recreate yourself. You had to rebrand yourself. You had to put yourself back together. So now we can get into what's coming in love, right? Because let me tell you what's coming in love. We're going to swipe this away right quick. I'm going to set it here. See, surrender. Surrender. Anytime somebody don't want you, let them go. Anytime you've been learning about letting things go. You've been learning about surrender. You've been learning about, it's not about how quickly you pick yourself back up, but how swiftly you let shit go. So you've been racking up bodies. And every time, I don't know about nobody else, but when I say racking up bodies, I mean they come in to teach you a lesson. Thank you for your lesson. Goodbye. And you just keep swiping left. So you've been swiping left, racking. And throughout that process, 5 of Swords. All right. Some of y'all have been considered, you got a reputation of being unyielding. You have a reputation of being intimidating. You have a reputation of being someone that won't fight for something or won't fight for a relationship that doesn't happen organically. You have a reputation now. You went from being the ghosted to becoming a person with the reputation of ghosting other people. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have no problem being there one moment and gone the next without an explanation. You gone without a trace. And usually there was some fuckery involved, and usually there was bullshit involved. You just was able to intuit it yourself, and you no longer needed to go through the experience for a whole life cycle, So you started to speed up the way in which you develop, and that's what is triggering this self-mastery. Now, I'm going to tell you a little secret that ain't nobody going to tell you. Because many of you're going to look up love readings, or you're going to look towards love. But your divine counterpart ain't in your love energy. Your divine counterpart is not in your love energy. Because all of your love energy is reserved for you. So what does that mean? The only way for you to experience your divine counterpart is for you to be channeling that love from within you outside of you. Right? So it has to flow through you from source and back out again, creating a vortex. Right? If you are not in the energy of attracting your vortex or creating, you have to be the creator of this vortex. That's what Spirit said. You got to be the creator of this vortex. So what happens is, by way of your vortex, your divine counterpart is going to be brought to you. I'm getting congested. Hold on. Spirit telling me to slow down, but I'm excited. Okay, so just bear with me. Your divine counterpart is going to be sucked in. Don't get scared. It's not a bad word, but I need you to visualize the energy and how the currency is moving, right? Source is channeling love through you from your crown chakra, okay? Or you can do it from the rooter to the tutor, whatever cycle you need, but let's say it's coming from the earth. Let's call it the earth, okay? So you're not all up in your head. So it's going up your ass, right? And out your head. So you're going to bump into, some of y'all going to bump into your divine counterpart. You're going to run into your divine counterpart. Your counterpart, some way, somehow, is going to be sucked into this drain. All right. When you see, they showing me, think of it like a lake or a pool. When they drain a pool, it goes down, right? So this don't even sound right, but you just got to follow me. All right. So it's going to go, they're going to come towards you while you're building something from the ground up. All right. Whether you're in a phase of rebuilding yourself or you're in a phase of building something in your name as your brand, who you are from the ground up, which means your root chakra. You're going to meet this person at the early phases of that development or the development of such said life purpose, right? The divine is going to build you up tall, underground first. And then as you're going towards your life purpose and you're stacking and building your blocks, you're building it up and things like that, you're going to go up the chakras, right? So some of you guys are at the sacral chakra where you're battling the attachments of your sacral chakra, and people are drawn to you because your auric field is secreting this primal energy from the earth that feels rare, raw, and they want a taste of it. They want a piece of it. Male or female, it's your pheromones. It's everything about you. It's your existence. Okay. You're going to battle those things. Okay. As you work your way up to your solar plexus, you're going to battle the confidence, the self-esteem, the willpower, right? To be able to determine what your sacral chakra is saying to you and your heart chakra. Because now you're going straight into the heart. And whatever you have contracted in your sacral chakra from that block is going to mirror your root, your heart chakra. Okay, they're showing me chakras, and I don't know shit about chakras, so just stay with me. So they're saying that your heart chakra is going to be speaking to you, but you don't really know what that. This is going to be for Tauruses that have been healing their heart. So your heart, you and your heart don't really get along. That's what Spirit is saying. You and your heart don't really, you got a contract heart. So it's like, if you mess with me, there's a possibility that you're going to curse them through your words, or you're going to curse them through your pain. Okay. As you've been healing it, not just for yourself, but you've been also healing ancestral heart energy as well. This is why you were chosen. This is why so much investment in you is necessary. It's not even about just like your ancestors and who you come from. It's about breaking that mold, and you do it for everybody. Everybody. So your sacral chakra is going to be communicating with you, because part of you is going to say, well, I want to stay in my sacral chakra because it's easier to do it that way. All I got to do is, seduce a person. All I got to do is be seductive and be, euphoric and what they call it, like a dopamine, right? But dopamine hits don't last long. You got to keep feeding it. You got to remain somebody's honey in order to build something long term. So the moment you stop being able to give honey, you're no longer valuable or you're no longer considered that person's piece, because you have become the jar. You've placed yourself in a container that can only be expressed through a particular type of love. But there's 7 different languages. There's 10 different languages of love. So Spirit's trying to walk you through every language of love through your chakras and create an experience necessary for you where you can pull from your own stories, right? So when you in your sacral chakra, you're gonna remember stories, not just in this life, but in past lives as well, where, damn, I have an attraction, it's passionate, I know that person, right? But when it's bad, it's bad. But when it's good, it's good. So you're gonna find yourself trying to solidify something with someone that has a fragile ego, a fragile ego. Right? So that's going to be where you cap yourself out. For some of you, maybe you're not meant to go beyond that this lifetime, but you're meant to receive lessons and gems from those that's going to transcend where you couldn't go. So I feel like at every stage of development, there's a necessary seed. So like, for example, let's say you got a mother around you that can't perceive love in the way in which you understand. You're not meant to convince your mother that they're supposed to love this way. You're meant to learn how to accept them and let go of the need to change them. Let go doesn't always mean walking away and never talking to a person. Let go also means being able to accept and let go of the need to see them differently. The need to see them walk in a particular lifestyle that you choose to live. This is what also surrender looks like. So some of y'all are on that phase of development where you're learning that surrender means I can still be in a room with you and you be different, have differences of opinion, but they no longer feel triggered by you because they no longer feel like you want to change them. A person is going to respond to you when you are the author of your reality. So when you walk into a room and you're around the people that was once considered your enemies, your ability to disarm them is only as great as your ability to identify what's inside of you that's raising their brows, that's raising their alarms. Because really, it's either you're the triggered or the trigger, right? So it's either you holding the 9 or someone's pointing it at you. So at some point of your development, you got to ask yourself, are you the trigger or the triggered? This entire transition has been trying to move you from being the triggered to the trigger. It's very intentional. That's what Source is saying to me. It's very intentional. And if you need this on a more elementary level, when a teacher gives you a test at the end of a lesson, they're triggering you. They hold the trigger. They hold the power to pass you or to fail you. So if you are on the position of being the triggered, you are the student. If you are in the position of being the trigger, you are the teacher. We all interchangeably shift through this. And as you go through your chakras and you elevate and you ascend, you will share the role of the teacher and the student. So the same concept, you don't have to feel like, oh, somebody's doing something to me, they're deliberately trying to trigger me. If a person is not triggering you, they are not helping you. They are waddling in your mess and they're talking about it with you. The more you talk about something, there's no solution. It's a clear indication of insanity, and we don't got time for that. So for those of you that are ascending, your love is blocked. Your love is blocked. And it's not to say anything like, oh, you're the one doing it and it's something that's a problem. Yes, you are the creator, right? But you can't fix something that you aren't aware of, right? So you have to ascend enough in order to be able to get that answer. It's like a video game. Until you get to level, let me see, 1, 2, 3, until you get to level 5, until you get to level 4 and you acquire the emotional maturity or the emotional intelligence, you won't be able to access level 5. So there's something about level 4 that you're not getting. So your love life can't be unlocked. It's a simple formula, but nobody cracking the code. So what we finna do right quick is tell you why you can't upgrade. What's blocking you from upgrading to level 5? Why can't you access your heart chakra? Your throat chakra. Some of you guys, it's your throat chakra that you're trying to speak. All right. The 5th chakra, you're trying to speak positivity into your life. You're trying to see things from a positive perspective. You're trying to change your stubborn ways. You're trying to change your pouty ways. You're trying to change your spoiled ways and how you respond to disappointment. So you're trying to figure out how you can grow up from being a toddler into a child. Right? Because we all are children. So we have to remember that children are not too far from our personal representation of us as an adult. Matter of fact, children hold more keys than we do as adults. So if we're not observing the way in which our children are responding to us, we're not understanding ourselves. So let's make it real elementary. This is a tantrum. 4 cups is a grown baby tantrum. All right? My son do this all the time. And when he do this, there are 2 things. See, the divine is going to always give the solution. But you have to know when to remove yourself. Ace of Cups in reverse. If I give him my Ace of Cups, I deplete myself. But look at that. If you pay attention, the divine is already passing him a cup. So the divine don't need me to give him more than he can receive. So if I entertain my child's tantrum, I'm enabling him. I don't think y'all hear me. If I entertain my child's tantrum, I'm enabling him to do what? To repeat this pattern, repeat the cycle. Many of you are trying to love someone that still has grown baby tantrums. They don't know how to self-soothe. They don't know what to do when they can't have things done their way, when they couldn't get it done their way when they wanted it. Disappointed, discontent, all those emotional responses to life experiences. It comes from people saying, oh, what can I give you? Let me love you. All you need is more love. All you need is to receive more affection, and that's going to change your mind. No. You're playing into the game of the tantrum. So when Spirit says, remove yourself, and you feel like, but it's too hard. I love that person. And woo. And then you take it away for a moment, and then you come back around. Now Spirit got to chastise you too as well, because you're no longer of benefit or of value to this person's development. You become a roadblock and an obstacle to their ascension. So now Spirit got to chastise you too as well, and remind you that you don't got shit to offer. You giving from an empty cup. Why you don't have shit to offer? Because you're still focusing on your situation. The 5 of Cups is here. 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups. What is that? I feel like a failure. I feel like I wasn't able to get it right the first time. I feel like I should have been able to do this. I didn't. Shoulda, coulda, woulda is all over this energy. So at some point, someone in this situation got to have enough emotional intelligence to know that this is not a personal problem. This is not something that this person wants to do to you. This is something that this person has behaviorally learned how to do. So as much as this person may stomp their feet, cry, call you all types of names, tell you that you're horrible, say they hate you for a million lifetimes, and woot de woot de woot, your assignment isn't to torture you and tell you to walk away and be alone for the rest of your life. It's for you to allow a higher power to love this person. It's going to come in many different forms. But as long as you're still feeling as if you didn't give it your all, you didn't give it your best, you're going to come right back to the same scenario. If not with this person, the next person. And then you're going to say that person's a child, that person's immature. But you can't call that person immature because you were attracted to them. Right? Something about you was immature in order to attract it. The way that you go about sharing your love was immature. You might feel like you on top or on the bottom, whatever it is, but Spirit said at the end of the day, you have been giving love from your head. Like it's all in your, it's like it's in your head. So you know how I was saying that if I was to turn this card like this, what's happening is it's coming from the ethers and it's coming out. So it's overpouring. So it's coming from the root chakra out. If I turn it this way, it's coming from your head and it's down. So I think I want it, so I give to it. I think I feel like it's mine, so I want it. I see it. This is overstimulation of your eyes and calling it love. Infatuation of the eyes will create an optical illusion that makes you believe that you're receiving real love. This is a fact. If I sit you down in front of a TV and I show you nothing but romance videos, you're going to feel as if you already got love. Correct? This is a correct. Why? Because I'm mentally overstimulating you in your synapses. And when that information transfers down into what you believe to be your heart chakra, you feel as if you really love that person. Now you are connecting dots and drawing correlations based off of the simulation that I planted in your brain. Simple. So what do? You stop consuming. Whatever is tricking your brain to believe that love, it has to look a certain way, or love is a representation of whoever created the narrative. Right now, as long as this is in this position, the narrative is being created by someone else, but it ain't the collective. So the question is, who's creating the narrative? The only reason why see, when they say, oh, it's primal for us during hunter-gathering days and all this other stuff, we have primal instincts that cause us to do X, Y, and Z, ray, tay, tay, tay. Someone had to give those primal beings information, right? So if a person comes and give them writing on the walls, and then they go down and tell everyone else in Jordan that the writings on the wall was the Holy Grail, then they're going to do what they're naturally hardwired to do, which is their pattern. It's karmic. In order to be in this dimension, you have to be born as a karmic being, meaning you are operating on a series of programs that were inherently passed down to you or conditioned to you. So you are only Buzz Lightyear until somebody hits your free play. Until somebody triggers you enough, turns you over, and flips that switch where you realize that you're finally free. That's when you really wake up. So what happens is the person that gives, when do they give it to you? Development, puberty. When do they start to take over control? It's getting younger and younger now. The more and more kids feel lonely and isolated. The more and more kids feel like they don't know how they're going to make it to tomorrow. Because they've been overstimulated with people, whether it's, what's those things called? what's that thing called? Damn. It's like vlogs, but it's like family vlogs. Like kids, they created a whole separate channel. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. They have a whole separate stream, and it's just for kids. And everything, you got grown-ass adults making money off kids. Why? Because kids do not have no filter, and kids do not know when to stop. So these kids grow up overstimulated in a particular way where if you take it from them, they got an addiction from birth. The same concept is here. So when the baby boomers came about, it was already prophesied that that would happen. The only problem is every single time a generation comes, Generation X was supposed to... The Generation X? I don't know if it's X or Y. I think it's Generation Y. Right? Generation Y is like the fall guy. Right? But Generation X struggles with putting themselves in a position of leadership. Right? So what's happening? Because Generation X don't want to be in a position of leadership, and they like, oh, the hell with everybody. They all just lost anyway. It leaves Generation Y to pick up the slack. So now you have Generation Y picking up the slack for what Generation X don't feel like doing anymore. And that's because they learned quickly. Generation X learned quickly that nobody gives a fuck about you. Generation X learned quickly that the whole entire game is rigged, and they laugh at Generation Y and Z for their slowness. So now Spirit's coming through, right, and saying you are salvageable. You are being rehabilitated. You are being cleansed. You're having a whale wash, and it's going to be a hell of a wash. But if you keep your feet moving, and you keep moving, and you at least don't give up, we can get some traction. And I feel like that's what Spirit is saying. You can't go around and be all pessimistic and superstitious and run around saying, oh, just you can't touch technology and things like that. No, you got to go through it. And this is what is the difficult part. And you're meant to experience something when you go through that darkness. So a lot of y'all have been through darkness. You've had to break habits. You've had to break certain things. You've had to figure shit out on your own because Generation X don't want to tell you nothing. Right? So you had to like build up thick skin. And now y'all in an uncomfortable situation because y'all are the ones that are like the self-love journeys. For real. A lot of y'all are. Between cuspers of Generation X and Y, it's like y'all mission is to be alone for a long time till you about your 40s, in your 50s, damn near 60s, and then you're gonna find love. And that's just the hardcore truth. So the question is, when you know the truth, what you gonna do about it? I promise you, it's either you gonna give up and settle, or you're going to run a race, and you're going to go through relationships. You're going to date. But for majority of it, you're going to be learning about a hole that was created at a very young age in your development. These are the facts. These are the statistics. These are the things that they're not telling you when they talk about these statistics. It's not that, oh, your family broke up and you couldn't get your shit together. When you were lonely and you felt abandoned, a void was created. Yes, there was an initiative, but we can't talk about the initiative for the rest of our lives. At some point, we got to move from being victims to victors. So it's either you're going to get mad, right? And this is where rage comes in. This is where activism comes in. This is where advocacy comes in. You're going to either advocate for yourselves because no one's coming to save you. And that's why that song in the 90s, Power Rangers, y'all are the Power Rangers, okay? The Avengers and shit. It turned out that the ones that were considered lost were the ones that were meant to save the old people, the older people, the elder people. And that's why I keep hearing that song. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Something comes along and it busts our bubble. Yeah, yeah. I think that was Power Rangers. And it came out in was it 95? So you have to understand, like, according to history, drama, the arts, has always poetically and creatively came up with creative ways to tell you what the elites were doing. Who were the elites in history? The kings and queens, right? So when they created drama, they were really spilling tea and telling stories, but they were doing it through role playing and theater, which is why when a when an artist would portray a certain propaganda, they would be killed or put into the hole or something. And that's because they had too much influence, right? Imagery was always too much influence. So as humanity has evolved, we have influence. So this is why Spirit is trying to resurrect influencers to be representatives of industries that lack leadership. But nobody want to pick up the mantle. It's not just one mantle. Every last single person has to duplicate themselves. And when I say themselves, I mean that God consciousness. And it's something that you agree to. So your love life is like on mute. But here's where it gets interesting. Because your reward isn't in waiting for someone to find you or love you and that you deserve it. It's in, no matter how difficult your path is right now, you're going to have to learn how to become productive in your hospitals, in your beds. If you don't know how to walk and you don't know how to talk, you're going to have to learn how to use sign language. If you don't have no legs, you're going to have to learn how to walk on your hands or on your head. There's no more excuses. That's pretty much what I'm seeing here, because there are people making a way, right? Which is why earth angels have come, and they have no arms and they drive car with their feet. Tell me how that's possible. Well, that's because an angel decided to come and show people that it was possible, that there's no excuses. So that way, when one person wake up, they'll feel inspired. So it's inspiration. And look at that, another 4. So your work life, right? When you stop wanting to save one person, you start to realize that your calling is so much greater. The lovers. Your calling is so much greater. What you saving yourself for? What you saving all that money for? What you saving all those resources for? You can't take none of that shit with you. None of that can go to the grave with you. You can't cross over with none of those things at all. Blessings are meant to be received and let go of. Receive it and let go of it. Receive it and let go of it. And this is why, as long as you feel like this is scarcity. 4 of Pentacles is scarcity. I'm afraid that I might not ever get it, so I have to hold on to it. I have to save it. I have to sit on it. Spirit is saying, let that go. Let that scarcity go. Let that fear go. And guess what happens? The universe going to provide for you. Right? My rent ain't paid. My car note ain't paid. I don't have no resources. But I promise you this. The universe is going to provide for me. If I had to do this shit outside, in the rain, and people looking at me like, why are you reading cards in the rain? I'm finna do that shit. And it's not about the success. It's not about the victory. It's not about me. I'm not here for the external validation. I genuinely don't want to come back here on this planet. I'm going to do whatever's necessary to make sure that at least everybody good. Because I ain't coming back here. I put that on I ain't coming back. Huh? I'm retiring. I've done this too many lifetimes. Huh? Hey, watch his finger. Watch his finger. Get the one on my car. So yeah, this is the commitment. This is the vow that I made. My commitment is greater than any person that I come in contact with on this planet. I love you, but my commitment to my soul is my greatest honor. My commitment to my soul is my greatest honor. And if you're not committed to your soul, you are sinning. And that's just on period. If you're not committed to your soul, you sinning. You stuck. And you're going to repeat this cycle. As long as you are mentally stuck, fear, illusions, whatever it is, commitments, it don't matter what it is. Take it to the well, but you can't make nobody drink. That's just fine. At some point, you're going to listen. Right? This is about your sacrament. Regardless of what people are saying about you. Regardless of the things you give up. This is about your sacrament. Where you going? And if you're doing it because you're looking to leave a name for yourself, man, fuck the name. The name don't mean nothing. That's only a way for them to call you back here. That's how I see it. What's the point? They only gonna re-pull on your energy again and call you back to manifest in a physical form. Some people, that's what they want to do. That's what they have to do because they're not gonna get it this lifetime, and that's okay. But what you have coming for you is love, and it's not just in the form of one person. And I feel like Spirit is saying love is so much bigger. Love is so much universal than just your person and your desire to experience love with one person. It's selfish. Right? It is. If you think about it, I'm not telling you to be polygamous and all that other stuff. Those are on a mundane level. And none of this energy, I'm not speaking to people on a mundane level. I can't be speaking to someone on a mundane level because none of these cards are mundane. I'm talking to people that genuinely don't give a fuck. And that's why your heart is cold. Is because you genuinely don't give a fuck. Because now Spirit is asking you to open your heart. Right? When you get to level 5, it's about to get harder. Now Spirit is saying, now open your heart. Open your heart. And process the rage you had to consume in order to make it out of wherever you just came. The rage you had to absorb in order to make it out of those households and those relationships. Take a moment and decompress. Right? That's all y'all been doing. All I hear when I see comments and people saying this and that and they mad and they talking in the ethers to their person from across the world, you're just mad. You're just hurt. What I see is someone that doesn't know how to express themselves, but they're trying their best. What I see is someone that's sick and tired, just frustrated. It ain't personal. That's what I see. I see it trying to get out. You trying any way possible just to get it out of your body so you can exist another day. And that's normal. That's what human beings do. But at some point, you have to ask yourself, you have to take a moment and ask yourself, what agreements did you make with yourself? A little accountability ain't never hurt nobody. Narcissists can only... Let me tell you something. Who is worse, the enabler or the narcissist? According to the enabler, the narcissist is worse. According to the narcissist, the enabler is worse. What makes a narcissist more of a narcissist is the enabler. And that's just the truth. Nothing is able to be born in this dimension without people co-creating with it. So the co-creation of those behavioral patterns, right? They began at some point when humanity began to turn a blind eye to escape reality, to escape the discomforts of their realities. Next thing you know, we're going to have people never leaving their house. What's where we headed? We are headed towards humanity never leaving their house and living a completely surrogate life, which means their robot and their bots are going to be the ones living for them, dating for them, working for them, and they're going to be withering away in their simulations, paying for rent while their alternate ego lives the life that they want. They made a whole movie about it. Bruce Willis was in it. It was called Surrogate. That's where we're headed. If you can't see the incline towards that, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Because that's where we're headed. So those of you that are gonna stand up, and it's not about telling people what to do and they don't listen to you and you try to tell them no. No one is meant to listen to you. They're meant to feel you. And because you cannot express emotion through your heart chakra, they don't feel you. Which is why Spirit got to take you through some type of traumatic experience that brings you to your knees and make you cry for once. But we don't got to get to that. But that's the way the universe has interacted with humanity. Because of that stubborn trait. This is a trait, and this is a trait that will be broken. Okay? The biggest bully has been, this is the real biggest bully. And I feel like I said, love is coming towards you, but it's going to come in the form of many people. Which means that if a person is trying to love you and they're jealous and envious of how many people are inspired by you, how many people are drawn to you, how many people look up to you, and they are next to you and they feel like it's not fair that you are, so much better than them or anything like that, that person's not equally yoked with you. And part of you is dating down because you feel like it's wrong to be this high up. Like no one should have all that power. So you're still looking at yourself as if you're unworthy. If God has shown you your story and you've seen the reality of where you're going, why would you doubt it? There's no way that the universe would give you a vision that wasn't meant to come into fruition. So why would you let that perish away in fear that this is the best that you could do? That person is the best that you could do. If the spirit took them from you, what's difficult about letting someone else love them, right? If you in a relationship and you and that person are not, y'all are a hindrance to each other, you should rather that person be with someone that loves them, that has patience for them, even if it takes 60 more people for them to get it right. Even if they die never getting it right. They have way more better chances outside of your grasp or outside of coming back to you than they do trying to make it right with you. Because I'm seeing that there's a lot of people within Taurus energy that is waiting for their person to come and make it right with them. What have you done lately? Not who have you helped. What have you done to create ripples of change greater than yourselves through that frequency of love? Some of y'all are shy and you're timid and you don't want nobody to know you got gifts, and you don't want nobody to know, but you're supposed to be standing on that television screen that you too afraid to get on. Some of y'all supposed to be standing on podiums that you too afraid to get on. Some of y'all are supposed to be signing deals and being in certain rooms with people, the very people that you don't really want to be bothered with. And I'm not talking about your small town people. I'm talking about people that actually make the moves on this dimension. But if you don't have the emotional intelligence, you won't last at a round table with nobody. Some of y'all supposed to be presidents. You supposed to be in the judicial systems. I don't know. It's a lot. But like I said, your life purpose is not about the money. Oh, I made money. I'm independent and all that stuff. That don't work no more. For this divine counterpart that I'm about to reveal to you, it ain't good enough. Your ability to express love is being developed. So allow it to be developed. That's what I'm seeing here. Allow it to be developed. Because we all have bullies. The bullies is not always external to us. Sometimes bullies are just procrastination. Our bullies are fear. Our bullies are our habits. Our bullies are our patterns. And it keeps us from accessing the vision that's greater. The vision that we've been given. It's the vision that will make the blind walk, okay? Heal the sick. I don't know if y'all listening to me today or y'all hearing what I'm saying to you, but what I'm seeing is there are a lot of, it's not even about powerful. There are a lot of influential people that I be picking up on this channel, and it wows me that I even come across it. I think that's really be what it is. I be like, Spirit, I'm going to stop doubting myself, because it's not me that's doubting myself. I know I'm not doubting my gifts. What I see is I am speaking to a lot of gifted, powerful, influential people. And if you aren't there yet, I see your potential, right? But potential is only as good as the beholder, the person that can see it for themselves. So it's like seeing something and then trying to give it back to you, but you don't even see that as a gift, right? If I see your potential and I gift you your entire life story, right? And I give you the vision, because your vision is impaired, clearly. If I gift you that vision, that is a gift. That is a gift from the divine. The fact that you were now given the blueprint on what to do, why would you not listen to it? That just don't make no sense. The math ain't mathing. And I just don't get it. I'm scratching my head, but this is telling me that. And I think what I know is, because I'm seeing here in these cards that some of y'all, it ain't gonna happen to you in your 60s, and some of y'all gonna hear that and you're gonna feel defeated, and you're gonna go back to exes and stuff like that, because you're like, my 60s, I don't want to wait that long. But it's not the distance that's creating the patience and the divine timing. It's your purpose. That's what I'm saying. Like, your purpose is restricting you. You accessing your purpose and living in your truth and your authenticity is stopping this divine counterpart from coming in. But y'all have already experienced that connection in the spiritual realm. So I keep asking Spirit, how you want me to inspire people that dream about this energy, have felt this energy, but they still believe they still don't believe that it's an actual real person. You know, they don't believe it's too good to be true. Like, how you want me to inspire people that don't believe it themselves? So I've been tasked with the impossible job of make them believe. How you want me to do that? I ask Spirit this every single day. How would you like me to do this? But it ain't in me. It's just not in me to give up on my soul purpose. I can't give up on myself. People be like, oh, well, just let it go. It's not. What people don't understand is it's not the person that I'm speaking to. It's me. I refuse to give up on me, my soul, my assignment. I sleep good at night when I honor my soul. I sleep good at night when I honor my peace. And when my soul tells me X, Y, and Z, it ain't failed me yet. So why would I start thinking it was going to fail me now? But this is an impossible mission. And I feel like I've been given an impossible task. So I keep going back to the drawing board. I'm going to be honest with you. And the crazy part about it is I was just talking to Spirit about this the other day. Look at that. Enthusiasm. I was just talking to Spirit about this the other day. Right? Because if I grab you by your collar, now I'm being aggressive. Right? If I squeeze you too hard, you know, you don't know how to receive. Everybody love language is different, but I'm going to try everything. I'm going to try everything. If I talk to you real nice, you get complacent. If I talk to you real stern, you get sassy. It's just too much. Principle in reverse. Yeah. It's, you know what it is? Ooh, y'all. Let me tell you what this shit is. I got y'all card now. I'm finna pull y'all motherfucking card. Let me tell you what this is. Ooh, Spirit, give me the right words. Let me say this right. It's your motherfucking pride. That's what it is. You don't want to give the divine what they're asking for because you're not getting it in the way in which you want to receive it. That's just point blank period. You would do it willingly, but you want to receive it. You have said, I want to receive it this way. And I want it to look, I want it this way. I want my person first and then I'll do it. Y'all negotiating? That's what I'm seeing here. And so y'all are in a gridlock. In a gridlock. Because your intuition is saying drop the ego. Drop the act. Right? Let me bless you. Let me show you the world. Let me show you the wonders of the world. Let me show you the wonders of this universe. Let me show you so much more. Right? But there's this, when you feel like someone is twisting your arm and making you do it, you rebel. This is just rebelliousness. This is rebelliousness. This is a rebellious trait. That's what this is. This is rebellious. That's it. There needs to be a balance, though. There's nothing wrong with rebellion, right? But you got to have a balance between rebellion and obedience. You got to be willing to do both. You got to master both sides of the spectrum. Because if you're too much of a rebel, can't nobody work with you. And if you're too much of obedient, you'll never move. Or you'll never... You got to be in the middle. You got to be in the middle, man. That's just all I can say. You got to be in the middle. You don't got to be so damn prideful. You don't got to be so damn rebellious, man. Y'all make me itch. Just, like, seriously. Right? Taurus. Your lover is on the other side of you being obedient. the divine, you want a divine soulmate, you want a divine counterpart, then you're gonna have to tighten up. You're gonna have to tighten up. I'm trying to give you what you want. Divine said you want what you want, you're gonna have to do it their way. Okay? Cause y'all like, oh no, you ain't gonna you not gonna make me do nothing this way. I refuse. I'm gonna do it my way. Oh, y'all sassy. Oh. Y'all sassy. Y'all sassy. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what I'm gonna do. I just came from that. Let it go. Let it go. That was so last season. Okay. And this is a new season. So we're gonna tap into some lighter energy, okay? We're gonna leave the red alone for a while. And we're gonna wear some white. I need y'all to wear white. I would need y'all to wear white. Okay? Let's get into this divine counterpart because their energy is so beautiful. It's so lovely. They the 10 of cups. Damn. They asked the 10 of cups. What you gonna do, Taurus? What you gonna do when they come from? Some of y'all ain't gonna notice that person. You know, some of y'all struggling with the idea of marriage, commitment, or this could be your person. There's some terms about this agreement that is scary for you. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is for you, you know what it is. All right. For some of y'all, it's blended family situations. For some of y'all, it's same sex. All right. Let's just keep it $150. I'm seeing it. All right. For some of y'all, what else? For some of y'all, it's big love energy. It's polygamy. It's open relationships. For some of y'all, it's y'all ain't gonna want to hear this. For some of y'all, whatever it is that you struggle with, and the reason why it's that, I feel like it's because you swore you never do some shit like that. It's something about the thing you say you never will do is like the thing you do. Let's say you say you'll never date someone with children. Ta-da! Let's say you say you'll never date someone of the same sex. Ta-da! Now that, don't take it with a grain of salt, okay? I'm just telling you all the scenarios that I could possibly see. Let's say you say you will never be in a relationship with no titles for an extended period of time. Ta-da! Right? It evolves, but it's something about whatever you need in that season in which you and that person come into each other's life. That's what y'all gonna be for each other. Y'all each other's joy. Y'all each other's happiness. And it's about remaining in that vortex. See the root chakra? You know how I said it's the root chakra where that source love is going to channel through you? Something about you. Source is going to say, I put y'all together. Okay? I told you to slow down because I want you to focus on nurturing family. Some of y'all, spirit wants you to focus on how to be a good wife or how to be a good husband, and the divine gonna go on long strolls of walks with you and talk to you and try to help you, because y'all all got different package deals. And I feel like some of y'all done got y'all package and y'all like, I want to send this back. But it's like, but why? The 10 of Cups? That's everything you prayed for. Everything you wanted. And the Knight of Pentacles is saying pretty much like, yeah, where you're not working so hard. Yes, you can go far by yourself, but you can go even further and run an even greater marathon with a counterpart, with love. Why deplete yourself? You know what I'm saying? That's what Spirit pretty much saying. Some of y'all, it's going to be a friendship. It's going to be a friendship of kindred spirits that evolves into more. It looks different for each person. But it's going to go fast. Knight of Pentacles. For some of you guys, you know, if you a completely ambitious person, you're feeling this calling to slow down. You're feeling this calling not to hustle. You're feeling this calling not to be a workaholic. You're feeling this calling to focus on roots. Your structures. Yeah. Introvert. Y'all getting a calling to get back out there. Alright? To accept help. Oh my God. Some of y'all, both of y'all twinning out here. This introvert twice in reverse. Y'all know how thick this deck is? Nobody can see you, you know, you don't talk, y'all non-committal. Whatever you are, you're getting yourself in the opposite of yourself. Man or woman, it don't matter. You about to be with yourself. You about to be with yourself. You gonna be collaborating with yourself. It's written in the stars. Oh shit, divine timing in reverse. Yeah, something about you trying to do it your way or pick who it is you want ain't gonna work like that. Strategy in reverse. Yeah, you can't convince nobody that they I feel like neither one of y'all are convincible. Neither one of you guys, y'all gonna run away from each other because one person gonna feel like the other person is trying to like bribe them. I mean, not bribe them, but they're gonna feel like the other person is trying to like trap them. And that's because that's that runner chaser energy. It's like, I'm free. I'm never ever. But it's a blessing in disguise. Because neither one of you guys are going to be able to hide from each other. See, both of y'all are good at staying out the way, being very mysterious. No one can really like read you. Y'all stay out the way. That's the energy that I'm seeing. Both of y'all naturally stay out the way. And when people try to lock you down or people try to like take you off the market, y'all curve people. You and this person got a strong curve game, okay? And with strategy in reverse, damn. It's like when you guys come into contact with each other, the friendship, the good times that you guys spend together, you're going to notice that the divine's going to say yes. Like, yes, that's what I want y'all to do. Where magical stuff is going to happen. I mean, like, real magical stuff. It's like, you would have worked 10, 20 plus years at your life purpose on your own. But whatever that blockage was that I was explaining in your heart chakra, it was blocking your luck, your blessings. And you're going to see like the more y'all spend time together, I don't see you guys rushing into like a relationship with introvert like that. I see y'all just hanging out with each other, talking with each other, dating each other, things like that. It feels very friendly. Friends, okay? I'm not seeing friends with benefits. I'm not seeing none of that. But I am seeing that you guys hanging out with each other, talking with each other. The divine is going to show you that that's what they want for you. Because shit just gonna happen effortlessly for you in your own personal life purpose sectors. You're gonna go from small breadcrumbing blessings into like massive overnight blessings. It's crazy. Luck with blessings. I mean, literally it says million. This could be like money, subscribers. It's not even about the subscribers, but it's like your influence. It will increase. And that's just it. Y'all gonna upgrade each other. Yeah. Homeless in reverse. I'm telling you. This is that energy. Y'all finally listen to your higher selves. Who is this puppeteer energy? For some of y'all got rid of people. Yes, y'all gonna go from, it's like this here is pretty much saying y'all letting a higher source make the moves. So y'all check in with a higher source. Merit making. Yeah, higher sources. This is an ordained situation. And y'all gonna see that it's harder for things to come together than y'all collaborating together. Y'all justice is something to do with your divine counterpart. And this may be why a lot of like energies of people wanting you back from your past and stuff like that is because they know you about to come into contact with this divine counterpart. That's what this is, really. Because like I said, I pick up this energy. A lot of y'all been doing the work. And y'all been taking on, like, this is beautiful. I don't care what nobody say. I'm so honored to be able to even see this. This is a breath of fresh air. Do y'all know how many episodes I have done the Taurus show? This? Wow. This is beautiful. Spirit, let's bring it home. Let's take it home. What's this person's next? The divine counterpart. What you want them to know? Next actions, next moves. Where we going? What we doing? Devotion. Y'all gotta, I'm telling y'all gotta devote yourselves. That's just what it is. Y'all see the cards. Spirit said, show them the cards today. Okay, no distractions. You know, I love looking at I love looking at myself. I'm not even gonna hold you. Right? So when I put the camera down, it's so you can look at yourself. You need to see yourself. Because this is your energy. But, oh yeah, we're gonna have to let go of expectations. Reaching out, I'm telling you. No strings attached, no expectations. Free spirited. Alright, that's what I'm seeing here. But it will require you to let go of the past. Failures of the past, resentments of the past, wishing someone would grow up from the past. You got a choice to make. This does not feel like anybody you know. Relocated. Some of y'all gonna be moving. Right? And when you move, you're gonna be like, damn, it feels like now all the good things are coming to me. Yeah, because you wasn't supposed to be there. And this is happening really soon for somebody. It really is. Y'all gonna express some type of mutual feelings that y'all have for each other. This is amazing energy, Taurus. Oh my God. Like I said, it does not feel like a date. It feels like conversation. Easy going. True fucking love. I'm done. Look at that. Commitment and family. It's a wrap. Let it happen organically. Let go of your control issues. There's no formality to this. This is friendship. That it grows into something beautiful. But the both of y'all got is devoting to a higher power. And y'all trusting the universe. And y'all letting go of all inhibitions. And it's beautiful, Taurus. I'm super excited for you guys. I'm so happy for y'all. I'm about to go eat. Because this reading made me hungry. I'm about to go eat. It's beautiful. Taurus, I hope you have the best weekend ever. I love all of y'all. And I mean that deep, 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 deep to my soul. I know all of y'all. And that's how I feel. Can't nobody tell me different. And I'll never believe different. I don't believe in coincidences. And if I ever come across you, whether it be through energy or in person or in voice or whatever, we were meant to meet each other. And I'm honored and I'm grateful to come across such divine beings on a planet that is riddled in a lot of fuckery. Y'all have a wonderful weekend, okay? For real.